Hey girls, I'm here. I'm in my backyard because it's finally not raining in Virginia. It's been like a monsoon for days. Welcome to my workshop. 3 days of how to lose your belly and how to exercise and get toned fast after 40 in the most efficient way. So it's going to be so good. Listen to me. Obviously today, 10 o'clock. Tomorrow, Friday, 10 a.m. live. Same time, same place, I hope, unless it's raining again. And then Monday, 10 a.m. live. Every single day, you're going to leave with gold. And every single day I have a freebie for you so that you come away having something tangible that you can do and that you can print out and start applying. So by the end of the whole thing, you are going to know exactly how to prevent belly fat and how to reduce it. That's huge. If we can prevent and reduce, we don't have any problems. And then with both cardio and weightlifting, exactly what we need to be doing after 40. We're not 25 anymore. We don't need to exercise like we're 25 anymore. So by the end of this, you'll know how to reduce and prevent belly fat, but also how to maintain your body, both cardio and weightlifting, now that you're, an old girl. I'm kidding. So come on here and say hi to me. I love to see you. Jenny's here and Sandy's here. You know how I work. I love to interact with you. So talk to me, ask questions, make comments. I pray to God literally that Facebook lets me see them real time. But let's get going. So today, your giveaway is this: a 7-step nutrition plan that I've written out on how to prevent and reduce belly fat, get your hair out of your mouth, and a 10 item hormone support food list. The top 10 things that I want you to start eating every day. Add these into your diet for healthy hormone support. So if you want that freebie today, put PDF in the comments and I'll zip that over to you. It's super easy. It just gives you something tangible to have and start doing. I want you to do the stuff that I'm giving you. You can hear all you want, but if you don't do it, it's no good. So let's get going. By the end of today, we are recapping belly fat. I'm going to give you 6 things that you can control. I think the biggest feeling is that we're powerless, and that's not the truth. So I'm going to give you 6 things that you do have control over, and then I'm going to go over that 7-step nutrition plan with you. So let's get going. So in preparation for this, everybody okay? Anybody else here? Listen, in preparation for this, it occurred to me, you know what? This is not just about the fat. Don't get me wrong. Belly fat is huge. It's driving us all crazy, right? I have some. I'm like, it comes on and you're like, it's foreign to you, right? Or what you were used to is growing. But it's not just about that. It's about this. It's about the way that it makes us feel and the thoughts that it starts to give us. For instance, fear. Why is this happening? And what does it mean? And if it's like this now, what am I going to be like in 5 years? It's embarrassment. I can't tell you how many women tell me, I don't let my husband see me naked. Are you kidding me? No. Right? Embarrassment, or embarrassment in photos, embarrassment in a bathing suit at the beach. There is just flat out being uncomfortable. Not only like in an embarrassed, insecure kind of way, but you don't feel comfortable in your clothing or in the seat that you're sitting in. So it's not just about the fat itself, it's about what it's doing to us, right? So let's recap really quickly. Let's go over the why. Why is this happening? And we covered it in the last video, but you guys responded to that. You needed that video. Thank God that was something that I just kind of did on a whim on my front porch. I enjoyed it and I'm glad that you needed it, but let's recap. Here we go. The biggest cause of your new belly fat or your growing belly fat is clearly your hormone shift. So there is the drop in estrogen naturally causes an increase in cortisol. That combined with normal everyday stress, no sleep, it becomes this hormone storm that all ends up in belly fat. Daggone it. The other thing we talked about is your food choices. 10 years ago, or even less for some of you, you could eat whatever you wanted and in the way of crap, and you'd gain a little bit of weight, but it didn't go to your tummy. Now it's going to your belly, and you're like, this is, what? I used to be a big butt girl. When I gain weight, it goes straight to my thighs. Now it's in my waist. So yes, now it is about your food choices affecting you differently than they did before. And then we talked about two other things is genetics. This is just, some of you, this is just where you carry your fat, and that's how God made it. And there's, it doesn't mean there's nothing you can do about it, but you might experience more belly fat than others. And then the last thing that we're all experiencing is the loss of muscle. So yes, and we're going to talk about that. I have an awesome graphic for you here. But the loss of muscle in general will slow down your metabolism and then cause fat everywhere. But for us, with the estrogen storm, it is belly. So that's the why. And we went over that in the last video. But let's talk about this. We have the why, and we have all this, intelligence about it. Who cares, right? But really what's happening is, and I hear this story all the time, and tell me if this is you. You still have heavy responsibilities. You have most of you have this great full life. A lot of you are still working hard full time in high level, high demand situations, and you're exhausted. A lot of you are just burned the heck out. And a lot of it is due to the hormone shifting. A lot of it is due to you get in bed and you lay there. This is my girl. She's just laying there. She's so tired, but her brain will not shut off. And she lays there and she lays there. And then comes the anxiety. And then she just gets up, and then she goes back down and tries again, and round she goes. And then she wakes up, if she ever did go to sleep, just give me my coffee and my stupid muffin. I don't care. I'll have cake from last night for breakfast. I'll eat the pizza, right? She's not springing out of bed saying, I need to meal plan for 5 days of clean eating. No, she's dying. Right? So then, and she's just coping. And if this is you, put something down there. Say, yeah, I get it. Because it is a lot of us. A lot of you are out there feeling exhausted, but you can't get out of the cycle of no sleep and therefore not eating right. And not, no good habits. And so you get up and you just say, just give me my stupid breakfast that isn't healthy and forget it. Just forget it. I'm done. Right? Until, and I hear this story so often, listen, until you catch yourself in a mirror and you turn to the side and you turn to the side and you're, what is going on? This is my body? Like, what in the world? And then you just walk away feeling so powerless and teary and defeated and disgusted with your own self. There's a lot of self-loathing that comes with what's happening to your body. But this is the thing that I want to give you today. If you don't get anything else, and I say this a lot and I'll keep saying a lot, you do have power. You do have power. So when you walk away from that full-length mirror or your bathroom mirror that sits right low enough where it hits you in the hip and all you see is belly, that right there, that moment is not necessary because you do have things that you can employ. And the word picture that I came up with is this. It would be like having a huge project that you are totally capable of doing. You have the skills, you have the intelligence, you have the will to do it, right? And you have the tools to do it. You have a whole toolbox full of what it takes to get your project done. But you're holding, this is what I found, this little baby Allen wrench, and you walk away from your mirror. You're standing in the middle of your project and you say, well, I'm just going to do the best I can with this little old tool. It's the way it is now. Right? You like my word picture? So imagine you're in a complete constructive mess that needs to be cleaned up, and you know how to clean it up and you have the tools to clean it up, but instead of going over to your toolbox full of the things that you know how to do and use, you're just, well, let's get started. And that's not the truth. So let's talk about the tools that you have, the things that you can do. Here are at least 6 of them. I always say 6 and there's like 12. So 6. The first thing, again, is the most powerful thing you can do is go talk to your doctor about hormone replacement. If that is not for you, that's okay. There's other adaptogens and supplements and foods, we'll talk about that increase or can help support estrogen health, what is left of your estrogen. But then there's hormone replacement full on that can change your life. But that's the first and most powerful thing you can do, is look hard at how to help or fix your estrogen. The second thing you can do is your diet. Processed, sugary, fatty crap always leads straight to your belly when you're in perimenopause and menopause. It's just the way it is. And it's because of the hormone storm, the things are metabolized in such a way that that's where it wants to go, is to your tummy. The third thing you can start to do that you do have power over are your stress and your sleep routine. Again, this is driving me insane. This is a recap. I say this all the time. But listen, if you can look hard at what is causing you stress in your relationships, in your schedule, and do even a tiny change to fix it, it has incredible impact on your health and on your belly, on the fat that sits there. And then the second thing is your sleep routine. Listen, I'm a night person. I worked night shift for a long time. I always say I used to get in trouble as a teenager for vacuuming at midnight. The family was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Well, I'm cleaning." So if you're naturally a nighttime person, what tends to happen is your bedtime routine gets jacked up. You're in bed at 11:30 watching Netflix, eating popcorn, probably drinking wine, whatever it is you're doing, but it's not conducive to a good night's sleep. So the things you can control are look at your stress, look at your sleep habits, look at your exercise. There's another one. It's hard to get going. Even for me as a coach and an athlete and someone who loves it, if I stop, which is rare, but it's hard to get going again. But it propagates itself. Just so you know that, is once you get going, you'll keep going because you'll feel better and you'll sleep better. So there is a lot that you can control. What have I left out? Oh, here's the thing about, this is another thing. I've covered all of the things that you can control, but let's talk about the fact that eating processed, sugary, fatty foods isn't conducive to our health. But listen, at some point, you're buying it, right? At some point, the same person that is miserable, not sleeping, hating herself in the mirror, all the thing, is the same person, tell me I'm wrong, that's buying muffins from the bakery section, or that's buying all the chips and the salty stuff she loves, right? So this is the thing. If we stop, I read an article that said if you put distance between what you crave and what you tend to binge on, and your trigger, then you probably won't binge. Meaning, if you're triggered, you're exhausted, you're tired, you don't care anymore, and you're an ice cream girl, if you have to drive to go get ice cream, you're probably not going to get back in your clothes and go get your ice cream. So stop buying that stuff. Really set yourself up for success is what I'm saying. So questions. I'm going to wait a minute. Darylyn is here. Susan's here. Laura's here. Colleen. Girls. Okay. And a lot more will come on because it's 10 o'clock. Everyone's busy at work. So later, replay. If you watch the replay, put replay. Those are the things you can control. Stop buying the crap. Go to your doctor and look at adaptogens. Fix your habits and your sleep routine. Now, I love this. I'm teaching moment. And those things are your tools. You have this huge project. Stop talking about your dumb Allen wrench and dip into the things that have power. Okay, now here's a question I get a lot about belly fat. Apron belly came up several times. For those of you that don't know what that is, it's the fat that hangs over your belt line. And listen to me, we can't spot reduce that. We can't. It's not the way it works. But I have seen, and I'll look at the testimonials, but over the years, I've seen powerful stories where that apron belly can be reduced as you lose weight all over. So a lot of you had big babies and a lot of them, and that's a different thing that we might not be able to touch because you might need a tummy tuck if you're super uncomfortable. And sometimes insurance covers that if it's inhibiting functionality. But the best bet for any sort of apron belly is your nutrition. Here's why. I'm going to get my little poster. Okay, look. I love graphics. It's just how I am. I'm a nerd. So this is what I want to tell you. Oh, can you see this? Hold on. Okay, look. There we go. There's a little bit of a shadow on there. But this is what I want to show you. This right here is your belly fat. This here, these are your abs. So when I have people say to me, hey, can you give me some ab exercises to get rid of my belly? The answer is no. It's not how it works. And now you can see why. Because your belly fat is a different entity than your actual muscle, your muscles. And I know that you know this, but now you can see it. So what do we do about that? Absolutely do your core exercises, strengthen this. But then this right here is mostly, and I say mostly, what you're eating. Attack the nutrition, attack the fitness, and eventually you can get all that cleared up and have a flatter tummy for sure. So just know that it's two different things. I'm sorry about the shadows. There it is. See that? So this is fat, this is muscle. Attack them both, but from two different angles. That's what we're gonna do. So, and I did do, it's exciting. On Monday, I'm gonna give you actual cardio method that is proven now to reduce belly fat. It's fantastic. So it's funny the things I learn as I'm teaching you. It's awesome. So can I give you ab exercises to reduce belly fat? No. But should you be working both? Absolutely. It does work. And think about this is as you are eating right and doing, you can say, I know my abs are under there. And honestly, I get weekly pictures from my Simple Step clients, and I will watch the process happen where her belly is decreasing, her abs are increasing. And then before long, I'm like, in the side view especially, I'm like, oh, I see abs. And so it's a thing. It will work. Absolutely. So, questions. I'm going to wait a minute. As usual, I can't see comments yet. Oh, yay. There's Colleen saying hi to me. Sandy says, thankfully, I'm sleeping. Good. Sleeping well. That's huge. If you can fix your sleep, you're going to fix a lot of things. Angie says, good morning. They're finally rolling in. Thank you. Colleen says, what if I'm on estradiol? Will that get rid of it? No, it can have some impact on weight loss, but it's not going to target your belly to be on hormone replacement. That's not how that works. And yes, you can lose weight just by walking, for sure. But it's 90% nutrition is weight loss. The other is more for muscle and mental organ health. Yeah. And we're going to talk more about that, Colleen, in the next day or two. It's going to be awesome. Okay. So the two most powerful things you can do for belly fat are fix your hormones, either through habits, hormone replacement, or adaptogens and supplements, and your diet. So let's talk about that 7-step nutrition plan that I'm giving you. It is this. I'm going to explain to you what isoflavones are. Those are foods that mimic, listen to this, powerful, estrogen. They mimic estrogen. So these are all the things in the plan that I'm going to give you that I want you to start incorporating every day if you can. There's isoflavones. We talk about protein and its importance and how much you should be getting. And tomorrow and the next day when we talk about weightlifting and fitness, we're going to go even more into the protein issue. Fiber requirements is something I cover in the document. And then there is a top 10 hormone support food list. Healthy hormones require healthy food, and there are foods that science has proven support hormone health more than others. So I put together a top 10 list of what foods you should be incorporating every day, plus this 7-step plan. And if you do the steps, if you're doing each of those, you should see a difference in prevention of belly fat or reduction of belly fat. And that's the goal. Bottom line is this. You do have power. There are things you can do, but you have to begin. And very often, girls, that's the hardest part, is just taking the first step, because you have been burned so many times by try this, try that. Maybe this is my favorite line. Maybe this time this will work. Let's try this. Maybe this will work. And it's this hopeful but hopeless thing all at the same time, where you've just tried everything and nothing works. I hear that a lot. But what I am giving you is basic applied science. No gimmicks. I hate that crap. So if you look at what I give you, and again, here's my last call to action for you. If you want the PDF of the nutrition plan and the hormone food list, put PDF in the comments. I'll send it to you. If you take just one step and do something out of the nutrition plan, or one step out of the 6 things I've given you, and start there, then you will begin to feel better, and then things will begin. You'll do step number 2, or you'll pick thing number 3 to begin. But you have to begin to stand in the middle of your project, your health, yourself, like this, broken, sad, disgusted, is not, you listen to me, it is not necessary. You have power, and I'm here to help you. If you want my help, I say it all the time. I give free calls all the time, and I love it. It's part of the joy of my life to problem solve with you and to make sure that you get clear on things. That's my goal. So tomorrow is the actual fitness after 40. I'm going to talk to you about the importance of and how to lift weights to get the best results after 40. I'm also going to talk to you about a new cardio method that I've discovered. It's not totally new to us. It's a form of HIIT, high intensity interval training, but I'm going to explain all that to you. I'm going to teach you how to lift weights and why we do it. And I'm going to teach you about the cardio method and why we do it. And answer your questions. Hopefully Facebook will let me see live questions. We're also going to talk about loose skin. There's a lot of questions about that. So I'll cover the estrogen issue and how it affects our actual skin turgor and our muscle tone. So tomorrow is a big day for answering a lot of your questions on all things fitness. Monday is even better. So stay involved in it. Replay or live, I don't care which one, but this is good, applicable information that can change the way you feel about yourself and the way your body is healthy or not healthy. So take advantage of it and know that I love you and I'm here for you. Let me look for questions at the last minute here. Who would you ask about hormone replacement? Colleen, that would be your doctor. So your doctor, your nurse practitioner are the hormone replacement people. Angie wants the PDF. Yep. If you want that PDF, drop it. I'll send it to you. And it is tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. live here or replay. I'm going to give you all things fitness after 40. So I love you. Have a great Thursday. Enjoy the sunny weather. If you're in Virginia, the wind just blew my camera down. And we will see you tomorrow. Love you.